Hello, Oilers fans. Welcome to the post-game reaction to the Oilers 4-0 win over the Pittsburgh Penguins. If you're an Oilers fan, you're feeling pretty darn good. If you're a Penguins fan, you're probably not feeling amazing. First thing I want to discuss and first thing I want to get into is that offside call. I have yet to see a conclusive angle that shows that that was onside. I am absolutely shocked that that goal counted. I do not blame Penguins fans for being upset about it. Did that turn the whole game around? Would that have made a difference for Pittsburgh? Probably not. The way Edmonton played, how dominant they were at even strength, it probably literally didn't matter. However, it's still a situation where you wish they would get the calls right. I don't know what goalie interference is, and I apparently don't know what offside is anymore. For those of you who tuned into the live stream tonight, I was losing my mind because I was like, oh, that's totally offside. There's absolutely no way that that goal counts for Edmonton. And then the review kept going and it kept going. And it was like, okay, well, this is taking a while. Is this going to count? And then Jack Michaels was talking about how, if the goal doesn't count, maybe they're just trying to figure out when the clock should be set back to, because there was so much time that passed from that zone entry for the Oilers before they actually scored, before Bouchard put it in the net. I was like, you know what? Maybe that makes sense. Maybe they're just trying to figure out where they need to place the clock, because the Oilers had sustained zone pressure for over a minute, maybe a minute and a half. But then the official comes up, says that the play was challenged for offside, but the play was onside. And I lost my mind during the live stream. I didn't understand. Penguins fans, I feel you. Oilers fans, if anyone has a conclusive angle, please let me know in the comments section. You can link me to a Twitter account of anyone that has a proper angle of the replay. The NHL clearly has an angle that I have not seen. I don't know if they put it out into the world yet to see, but considering the Oilers seem to have everything called against them, it feels a little bit nicer to have something go the Oilers' way. And obviously, for Penguins fans, not a great feeling when it goes against you. I literally don't know what offside is anymore. Hey, you know what? As an Oilers fan, I'm going to take this one. We're going to take the wins when we get them. By the way, if you end up enjoying this post-game reaction, make sure to hit that like button. And if you're not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe. We are building our way to 4,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And also, I am going to be putting content on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, wherever you get your podcasts. These videos that you usually watch on YouTube, well, I'm going to start converting them to audio files and having them as podcasts. That way, if you can't catch the YouTube video, or if you prefer to listen to these instead of watching them, they will be in podcast form very soon. I am working on that. You can currently find me on Spotify under the Austin Hockey Podcast. I uploaded the pregame report up there earlier today just to test things out, and all my content moving forward will also be uploaded there in audio form. YouTube is video form, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, audio form. But yeah, let's kind of talk about the game briefly here. I'm not going to, keep everyone too long. Tomorrow I'll have a day after discussion where I really go into detail about a lot of different aspects of the game. And I'm also going to break down the Oilers' first 8 games of the season. I've mentioned a few times this year that once the Oilers have played 8 games, I'm going to do a deep dive of their advanced analytics and kind of analyze if the team, deserves to be under 500 and kind of project where they're going to go. After the Oilers' performance tonight, I feel much better about where the team is heading. They have won 3 of their last 5 games. They are now 3-1-1 in their last 5. I think this team is turning a corner, and I do think Stuart Skinner looks like he's starting to heat up. Stuart Skinner played great. Had to make some big saves, especially in the third period. There was a power play shorthanded chance that the Penguins had. Skinner had to come across the ice, make a one-timer save. And then later in the third period, Leon Draisaitl threw an absolute pizza up the middle of the ice. Erik Karlsson comes in all alone, but Stuart Skinner again. He comes out, takes away the upper part of the net. The only place that Karlsson can shoot is low pad. Nice save by Skinner. But for the Oilers, the one big thing that was great to see, the one player that I want to give props to and was my first star of the night, Viktor Arvidsson. Viktor Arvidsson was under a lot of scrutiny because he had 0 points heading into this game. Not only 0 goals, but 0 points, just like Zach Hyman. However, Viktor Arvidsson, he was the Energizer Bunny. He was the energy creator for the Oilers tonight. Every single shift he was on the ice with Draisaitl and Podkolzin. That line was producing something. They were doing something, and it was really good to see. Viktor Arvidsson led the way with 3 assists tonight, and first star of the game for me. Second star, of course, is going to be Stuart Skinner. Third star of the game, maybe Ekholm, maybe Bouchard, couple player, maybe Draisaitl. He got the Oilers on the board when it looked like they were never going to score a goal again. It was really good to see. Lots of good storylines from the game. And let's kind of take a look at some of the advanced stats here. We're going to go to Money Puck first, the deserve to win-o-meter. This is memed all the time in the hockey sphere. People take this stuff really literally sometimes, and like it's just an aspect. It's just a tool to evaluate a game. But the Oilers, based on 1,000 simulations, win 91.6% of the time. And look at all the chances Edmonton had in close. Pittsburgh decided they were not going to protect the front of the net. Draisaitl scored from Arvidsson Bouchard. Bouchard scored from Arvidsson Podkolzin. By the way, nice to see Podkolzin get his first point of the season. Podkolzin has played very well. I thought it was nice to see him get rewarded with some top six ice time, and he's going to make it difficult for the coaches to pull him away from that top six. Podkolzin, Draisaitl, and Arvidsson played very well together. That's not Zach Hyman's goal. That should say Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Zach Hyman did not score tonight. Do not pay attention to what Money Puck is saying. And then Ekholm scored for the Oilers on the power play from Viktor Arvidsson later in the third period. Zach Hyman did not score. He is still looking for his first goal. That should say Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. The expected goals in all situations, 5.82 to 2.16 in favor of the Edmonton Oilers. The Pittsburgh Penguins did not get anything going. Look, the Oilers up 3-0, up 4-0. Pittsburgh just no good looks at all. The Oilers just continue to put on the pressure in the third period. Zach Hyman had an individual expected goals for of 1.38. And the highest expected goals for of our forward lines. The top line, of course, Arvidsson, Draisaitl, Podkolzin, 79.41%. Hyman, McDavid, Nugent-Hopkins, 76%. Skinner, Henrik Brown, 63%. Janmark, Ryan Perry, 52%. Now, when we look at the defensive pairings, Kulak and Emberson, almost a 100% expected goals for percentage. That was great to see. Now, Nurse, Stetcher, they're going to say they were under 50%. It doesn't matter. The eye test showed that those two played very well. And I also want to talk about how Darnell Nurse, it's nice to see him step up to the plate a little bit. He's played much better as of late. He plays much better when he's with Stetcher than he does with Dermott. As long as the Oilers keep Stetcher in the lineup, keep Dermott out, and keep playing Emberson with Kulak. Emberson and Kulak have been such a good third pair for Edmonton. Keep those two together, please. Looking over on the Pittsburgh Penguins side, nobody had a good game for the Penguins. Maybe other than O'Connor, possibly Crosby. He had some looks, but Joel Blomqvist, man, he had 1.82 goals saved above expected. He played out of his mind. The Oilers, according to Natural Stat Trick, I'm going to bring it up right now. This is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this before. According to Natural Stat Trick, all situations, the Oilers had 25 high danger chances. 25 I've never seen this number so high in a game that didn't go to triple overtime in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Like, I'm not even kidding. 25 high danger chances in regulation is like unheard of. You never see those types of numbers. 5.35 expected goals for the Oilers, according to Natural Stat Trick, all situations. It was a great game. It was really nice to see Viktor Arvidsson get on the board. Zach Hyman, he's close. He's the next one that's due. I will have lots to talk about in the day after discussion tomorrow, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. That's it from me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are not yet subscribed, and hit the like button. It goes a long way. And I'm also part of the Game Over Network over on the Game Over Edmonton YouTube channel. I do sometimes do Game Over post-game shows. I did one earlier today or tonight after the Oilers 4-0 win. If that's something that you also want to partake in and watch and support, go over to the Game Over Edmonton YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, and also the Game Over Network official YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to them. They have daily content. We're building something special over there, but we're also building something special here on Austin Hockey, and I don't want to take away from that. So thank you all so much, Oil Country. We'll see you in the day after discussion tomorrow. Lots to talk about, lots to analyze, but I do think the Oilers have turned the ship, or starting to turn the ship. I'll wait till they get to 500 and above before I officially claim that they're turning the ship around. 3-1-1 in the last 5. Tell someone that you love them. Fight like a kid. Fight like Ben. Let's go Oilers. We'll see you tomorrow.